My friends, welcome. This is Archangel, and I must disclose to prospective buyers that I have a salvage title. Do you have a Y chromosome? Then you have a salvage title also. A salvage title ultimately means lesser value. You see, when you make a car, it comes from the factory unmolested, and the governing municipality in which it is sold then issues the vehicle a title, which, among other things, is a document used to denote ownership and disclose information which leads to value determination. When you have a car that has been seriously wrecked or sustained foundational damage, like a bent frame from a collision, then the car is labeled with a salvage or branded title in order to let people know it is damaged, inferior goods, and it is now worth less because it is damaged, even if the damage has been fixed. The general rule is that a vehicle with a salvage title is worth 50% of a vehicle with an unbranded title. In analogous fashion, we humans are similar in that we come from the factory unmolested. Then this world, which is the governing municipality in which we must languish, this world issues us a determination of value, a title based upon our sex. However, males, because they are male and lack a uterus and mammaries, males are labeled as value deficient compared to females. And so males essentially come into life with a salvage title, which brands them as lesser in worth. This value determination of males informs all citizenry that these male models have been structurally damaged even before they arrived, merely because of their Y chromosome. Males are like those scratched and dented items that come damaged from the factory or while in transit, who then get sold super cheap because a nick here or a missing stitch there renders them less valuable. Each human has a metaphoric title, and in a perfect world, our titles would declare each of us as infinite in value, as well as declare unequivocal self-ownership, meaning personal sovereignty, that we own ourselves. But we all know reality is horridly cruel, and as we live life, we allow various people to put liens on our titles, and basically, we allow partners, lovers, spouses to own us. Besides worth, our titles communicate temporary ownership of our hearts and minds, as we allow different people to lay claim to us and control our emotions. We get all excited by adrenaline and drug highs when we first meet someone we are attracted to. Then, as we are busy being seduced by the luscious chemicals of sex and courtship, we are unknowingly bonding to that person through oxytocin. And while all of this is going on, we are unwittingly allowing this person to stamp their name on our title as lien holder. Because we have decided, while we were high, that this particular lien holder is the right one for you, for life, forever, and thus you sign your heart over to them and announce to the world that they are now in possession of your tender emotions, and essentially they now hold claim to your title. And so we make payments day after day to one partner at a time in order to continue receiving attention and validation from them. People do this time and again throughout life. They sign over their titles to one person and make payments. Then, when that person discharges them, they give their title to a new lien holder and make payments to them. This is codependency, the compulsion to place our emotional well-being and self-worth in the hands of another. And because we are so brainwashed with single shaming resultant from romantic indoctrination, oh, you need a partner, someone special to make you whole and give your life meaning. Thus, people would not know what to do with self-ownership. Most would freak out and desperately find someone, anyone, to give their title to, since they are so used to having their emotional equilibrium rest within the hands of another person. Now, codependency or compulsory signing away of your title, your worth, to another, then making loyalty payments to this third party, this is usually a romantic occurrence. But people can allow themselves to be owned by anyone, family, friends, employers. People can assign themselves to anyone. but this is most commonly found in physical affection exchanges and interactions between human polarities we maliciously label as love and romance. Males are raised in the romance culture of traditionalism, where they are indoctrinated with family and female divinity lore. Males are taught to sacrifice all for females and family, and thus males realize they never really own themselves or their worth. A male's salvage title has merely been held in escrow for some future wife and family. Hence, when a male finds a female who doesn't automatically reject him, he gets all warm and fuzzy that she has acknowledged his existence. And so most young men jump off the deep end and willingly sign over their titles, their worth, their toil, their protection, their very lives to a female. Any female that says, "Hi." And this female usually becomes the wife, who is now the possessor of this male's branded title. And he knows he has a huge debt to pay off to this lien holder who gives him validation. So he must do as he is told and slave away at a job to make his daily payments to her. Yet she, being the lien holder, may absolve this arrangement at any time. She may simply release him and his deficient title in the form of a breakup. Or she may have a court discharge his nauseating, needy presence, yet continue his payments in the form of ordering future monies from him, such as alimony in a divorce. This is the preferred method of females. They are sick of you, but not your payments, so they have a way to legally continue receiving monies from males. How nice. Then, this male takes his devalued title and finds another female to sign her name on the next available lien holder space on his title, so he can make loyalty payments to her, and on it goes. Yet, what nobody tells males is that even when they are dribbling nonsense and looking at the colorful objects swinging above them in their cribs as they fill their diapers, even from the moment of birth, males have liens placed upon their personhood. Males have come from the factory with claims already in place upon their salvage titles. They already have payments to make to mom, to females, to society. Males come in value deficient and only continue to depreciate as they grow, whereas females come in clean, their worth intact. In fact, they appreciate in value as they grow. So males have liens on their titles, injunctions on their worth as a being, which is clearly represented in the payments they make to females and society in order to justify their putrid existence as disgusting, protruding, four-headed, pungent poop throwers. So, in a world of rainbows and licorice sprinkles, we would all have our titles to our own worth and value, free of brand or lien. Every last being would possess liberty and infinite value. However, because of the mechanics of procreation, because of the resulting gynocentrism, because females wield sex fragility, motherhood, and especially because guys concede to this, because of all of this, males come in with less value as a being. Males arrive with liens already affixed to their existence that they need to pay back. Yes, I know. Some people want to argue that males come in with a clean title just like females. This is laughably false. Males are handicapped right from the start because they are male. Yet even if a male comes in with a clean title, most have a matter of a few hours or days before they are physically branded by circumcision. Furthermore, because of gynocentrism, even if they have clean titles, all males eventually receive a salvage brand to their title. It may happen when they are a kid or when they are grown. You see, in an existence where males are beasts of burden, where males are loathed and mocked, where males are manipulated and abused, where males are squeezed for life essence, then thrown into the trash, males at some point are physically, emotionally, or mentally broken. They receive structural devastation sufficient enough to cause a salvage title branding of their title, meaning that they have been severely damaged. So, if the Y chromosome was not enough to warrant branding structural damage to a male's title, then they will eventually receive that brand as a result of being devalued and broken in society. Now, some males may be damaged and rebuilt, while others may be wrecked and never fixed. But the one sure bet is that if you have a Y chromosome, you will be utterly devastated at some point in your life. Males will be broken at some point by gynocentrism's effects trickling down and assaulting them, whether through circumcision or from romantic interactions with entitled princesses, or perhaps from a misandristic mother, or from a society that chews you up and spits you out because you do not have a uterus, or maybe from the unfair legal system that thrives on you, or the tax machine you need to fund so that it can turn around and screw men in family court. There are a gazillion ways in which males will be broken, and when the damage occurs, that affixes a salvage label to an already depreciating title for a male who slaves away making payments to women and society. And this is where hypergamy kicks in. Females trade up their broken males with his useless salvage title for another male who has not yet been in a wreck. And when they wreck him, they move on to another male, and then another. Titles, like deeds, represent ownership and value, and if there are brands on a title, it is a demoter of value. Females do come with a free and clear title and value which appreciates. Yet males, because of what they are, come in wrecked. Therefore, essentially, it can be said that really, males receive the salvage endorsement on their title when the Y chromosome enters the picture, since, of course, many proffer that it is a damaged chromosome. Hence, conception is the point of male devaluation, where there was an unfortunate collision between an egg and a Y sperm, which resulted in a damaged human. So males were basically branded from inception, destined to a life of devaluation and servitude because of their biology. So, how do you like those apples? If my suspicions are correct, there are a bunch of salvage titles listening to me right now. Do you like being worth less? Do you like suffering and being disposable? You see, human males occupy a horridly unique position. We are the only males that suffer from gynocentrism and inherent devaluation. Males in nature, animals, they may still be disposable, yet they do not have sentience to allow them thought or morality, which leads them to cry foul. Hey, why am I worth less? That's not fair. Sentience allows us to perceive injustice, and impotence in the face of inequity causes suffering. Male animals simply do not realize right, wrong, or unfair. They just obey instincts without question. I protect the cubs and the females. I fight off danger. I die. That's it. That's all. There is no analysis of morality. Male mantises simply make themselves available for the female praying mantis to eat after copulation. They don't think, hey, this is not right. Don't I have value? Maybe I'll just bang her and run away so she has nothing to eat. So, male animals may indeed be disposable, but their ignorance of higher functions and reason grants them mercy from emotional torment. Yet human males seem to think that they have some inherent value, and when they realize they don't, when they are abused and shamed because of what they are, which is male, this causes suffering. Because human males, like their animal brothers, are deemed disposable, this is unjust. That males can perceive the injustice and inequity, this causes suffering. So human males have unique suffering. All you salvage titled, murdering, raping, plundering fart machines have to ask yourself, do you like being devalued, suffering, and being disposable? Then don't be. Help me awaken other enslaved brethren. Rise against gynocentrism, stand with me, live free.